and he launches one to left. That ball's deep. That ball's gone. Are you kidding me? No, this is incredible.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And today we got to talk about the Detroit Tigers, a team that has been rebuilding far too long. Ever since they traded Verlander back in 2017, a team that was really good for a few years, but they have been struggling for a while. But is that coming to an end with a lot of really good players, amazing talent coming up through the system, including Spencer Torkelson? But unfortunately, he has suffered an injury, a little setback. It's not a pulled hammy. It's not a sore back. No. He cut his finger opening a can. It's one of those injuries, yes, but luckily it's not too serious. But what's going on, Spence? You can't afford a can opener after that $8 million bonus? Let's go. But no, all kidding aside, he should be fine. He should be back soon. Pretty interesting injury, unfortunate injury, but he should be just fine. Not that serious of a cut, as I'm told, as I've researched, but he should be back very, very soon. So Spencer Torkelson with the cut finger, opening a can of corn. He's going to be out for a while, but luckily he'll be back soon. And anyway, this team, as I'll talk about, it's got a lot of good talent in their system. It's got some decent talent already on the team. It's actually not that bad. As I started looking into the Tigers, I said, you know what? This team is not that bad. I mean, they just aren't. And today, we're going to focus mainly on the 2021 team that's going to feature newly hired manager A.J. Hinch. Fortunate for him that he was able to land a job this quickly. And it might say something about A.J. Hinch, obviously. Experienced manager, used to be with the D-backs, got hired onto an Astros team that was terrible for several years, and then was able to help them. Obviously, people are going to say that's because they were stealing signs. Obviously, that's not the only reason. There was a ton of talent on that team, and A.J. Hinch seemed to do a pretty good job. So he's going to get an opportunity with the Tigers. Here are some of the new additions to this team, and you can see some recognizable names, but I don't think there's too many super game changers. There might be one or two, though, but overall, you have Jose Urena. What's that about? I don't really get that signing. He hasn't been very good for a long time. He's got ERA over 5 for the past 2 seasons. He's wild. He hits batters, oftentimes on purpose. He doesn't have great strikeout numbers, and he's dealt with controversy more than once. So not really sure how he earned a $3.25 million contract. But whoever his agent is, and they also signed Wilson Ramos, much needed depth at catcher, as some of their younger options haven't looked that great recently, so they're going to need more development. Possibly they won't work out, so definitely a nice signing. Robbie Grossman also was signed to be a veteran presence in that outfield, and he should get his everyday opportunity finally to contribute on a daily basis with the Tigers. As someone who's been with the A's for a while, that's kind of been more of a backup kind of, platoon, start every now and again. He should be in there almost every day. And then Nomar Mazara is an interesting signing. Just hit 1 homer in 2020, but he's normally good for 20 bombs and around a 250 average, around a 320 on base. So that seems like a good move. And then also in a somewhat surprising move I didn't see coming, but I think it made a lot of Tigers fans happy, re-signing Jonathan Schoop. He will be back on a 1-year, $4.5 million deal. This guy has 20 to 30 home run power over a full season, and he hit well in 2020. So the Tigers, decent offseason. I can't say it wasn't. They even snagged a Rule 5 guy, Akil Badu, from the Twins Rule 5 draft. And this is a guy with great speed, decent bat, but he hasn't played above single A. He looks to trend more towards being a 4th outfielder type. But again, we'll see if he can make it through the season. Other than that, you see some minor league deals, Derek Holland and a few other guys. And the one guy I think might actually get a chance to be in the lineup is Renato Nunez. He has extreme power, but not a whole lot else to offer. But still, when you can hit 30-plus home runs, you might find your way into a big league lineup. So let's check out that lineup. Speaking of that, and you have, like I said, Robbie Grossman at the top. Good solid hitter, 350 on base percentage. And his power numbers seem to be increasing with 8 home runs last season, 8 stolen bases, brings some speed.
Jonathan Schoop, like I mentioned, massive re-signing right there.
Really important to have him back. And he hit 32 home runs and over 100 RBIs for the Orioles back in 2017 and just 29 years old. So there's that potential. Miguel Cabrera, still a feared hitter up there. He had an average exit velocity of 93.2 in 2020. And in 2021, he is going to be hitting his number 500 home run, possibly his 3,000th hit as well. He can't run fast anymore. I don't know if he ever could run too fast, but definitely he's very slow now. But other than that, that's somebody you want in the lineup, no doubt about it. Jeimer Candelario, switch hitter, makes good contact, plus defender. He hit 297 with 7 home runs. After that, you got Wilson Ramos, like I said, 2-time All-Star, got some experience that you're going to need there after some disappointing seasons by guys like Jake Rogers and Grayson Greiner. Greiner is kind of an obvious backup. Rogers, I think they had some hope for him, but he hasn't looked good so far. You might need some more work in the minors. And like I said earlier, Mazara, 20 home run power. And also look for Victor Reyes out there, and he's a switch hitter, so he should get some starts. Good bat speed, nice advanced stats from 2020 show good things to come for him, such as like 41% hard hit rate, for example. So you have Reyes, then you have Renato Nunez. Like I said, if he makes the team, it's a minor league deal. So, you know, he may not even be there, but I think he's going to make the team, and I think he is a big power bat. He hit 31 home runs as recently as 2019. He hit 12 in 216 at-bats in 2020. He is going to hit home runs. He is just considered more of a one-dimensional type without great defense, striking out too much, not many walks. But still, home runs are nice. Isaac Paredes also might get some time in the lineup, and he's got some pop, patient hitter, good minor league stats, but hasn't quite put it together at the big leagues. He should get another chance in 21. JaCoby Jones improved his patience at the plate. He had a career-high 333 on base, 849 OPS, and I think he's in line for that breakout season he's been waiting for his entire career. I feel like JaCoby Jones, this is it for him. I think he's going to have a very solid year. If he can stay healthy, that's been a little issue. But then you got Willi Castro, switch hitter, who had an insane 2020. He hit 349. He hit over 340 from both sides of the plate. Now, he's not going to maintain that for a whole season because he had a little bit of good luck, but he still has great bat-to-ball skills, and he can hit the ball, and he's got some power as well. He hit 6 home runs. So you got him. Another infield option could be a Nico Goodrum, who provides strong defense, strikes out a little too much. But overall, this lineup is better than you might have thought of, with the Tigers. And we don't even have Spencer in there yet. Wait for him and some of the other prospects to come up, and you might have a real lineup here. But for now, you got home run potential in here. You got decent speed. You got good contact hitters. You got a Hall of Famer in there. I mean, it's not that bad. Yes, there's a lack of young superstar talent at the moment. But like I said, that's going to change. And a lot rides on JaCoby Jones and Robbie Grossman, who, could be really good and could be so-so, could be terrible. But I think they're both going to be very good for the Tigers. And I think I like this lineup, and I'm going to give it a very decent score for now of a C+. Moving on to the rotation for this team. And it won't be official until opening day, so I really don't know what it's going to look like. So we're just going to kind of look at some of the names here. And obviously, guys like Casey Mize and Tarik Skubal both might start the year in AAA. Both need to get in that rotation ASAP because the youngsters might be the best hope for this rotation. At the top, you got Matt Boyd. He had the worst ERA in the American League last season. His slider isn't what it used to be. He's got to prove he can still get it done in 2021. And a lot of Tigers fans have already given up on Matt Boyd and think that Al Avila, the general manager, should do the same for this Tigers team. Spencer Turnbull, he's got a nice fastball slider combo. He can eat up some innings. He could be a nice guy in the back end of the rotation, but he gives up a lot of hits. He doesn't field his position very well. And like I said, I don't know you want him to be your number 2 guy or number 1 guy, but it might turn out that way for this season. Michael Fulmer hasn't looked great since his Tommy John surgery. In fact, he's been a mess since then. And, he's got to get it together. But with another offseason of rest and recuperation, maybe he'll be a little bit better. Maybe we'll get back what we saw from him a couple years ago, back before the Tommy John, when he was actually pretty good. But he'll get another shot. And then finally, like I said, Casey Mize, the first overall pick. Absolutely, this guy has to get ready very quickly for this rotation to be even serviceable. He's got obviously filthy stuff that made him the top prospect in the draft. So now he needs to unleash that potential. And then there's Jose Urena, like I mentioned, for $3.25 million. I don't get it. It's a head scratcher for me. I mean, I know he does provide some extra depth while the other youngsters develop, but I don't really understand that signing. Tarik Skubal is another big prospect. Blew away his minor league competition in 2019, striking out 179 and 122. And the big prospects do not end there, as first rounder Matt Manning should also be ready for an opportunity. He's had an excellent minor league career. Franklin Paredes is another one. He's probably going to start in the minor leagues, but he's a great looking arm with great strikeout stuff. You got Daniel Norris, who might get another crack at the rotation, but I mean, I don't know. He hasn't really done well as a starter. Could end up more as a long reliever. So this rotation, it's tough to grade because you could have a rotation with Boyd, Turnbull, Fulmer, Urena, who get lit up all season long and is a complete F rotation. But when you got guys like Mize, Skubal, Manning, Perez ready to go and possibly living up to the hype in that rotation, then you could have a damn A rotation almost. I mean, so it's tough. But I'm just going to go with the most likely scenario in 2021, which is youngsters still completing their development, getting some experience, and mostly some of these other guys, trying to show they can still get it done and probably not doing that great. That's probably the most likely scenario. So I'm going to assume the rotation is going to be kind of rough, but the future is looking very strong for this team. For now, I'm giving it a C-, but bear in mind that is changing very quickly. I expect 2022 and 2023 to be possible, awesome rotations for this Tigers team. So C- for now. And looking at the bullpen, Brian Garcia, he should be the favorite to be the closer, although A.J. Hinch will not announce a closer until opening day. But he had a nice rookie campaign, 1.66 ERA. He creates soft contact. He's got a slider, good hard sinker. Then Gregory Soto, and he's bringing that heat high 90s fastball. He's got a slider that's getting better. He struck out 29 and 23, but he's got control issues, and that's not good. You can't put guys on base and then he'll give up hard contact. He's going to give up some runs. Buck Farmer's a solid longtime Tiger, and he's going to be decent out of the pen. He has okay stuff, good off-speed stuff, but not spectacular. Jose Cisnero, a guy with swing and miss stuff. Good, nice fastball slider combo. And then you got Joe Jimenez, who was a damn good option out of that bullpen at one time in his career, but his fastball doesn't seem to have the juice that it used to. He gives up way too many home runs, so that's not great. But you do have some long relief options like Daniel Norris. Like I said, if he doesn't make the rotation, which I expect he should be in the bullpen. Tyler Alexander, he should be all right for the Tigers out of the pen. And Derek Holland, if he makes the team, could be even a start now and then, but definitely could be some good long relief there. So, but if the top 5 guys in this pen, Garcia, Soto, Farmer, Cisnero, Jimenez, all pitch to their potential or even close to it or just good, this could be a decent bullpen. Not too bad, but there's not a lot of guaranteed shutdown arms, not a lot of just scary names coming out of there, but it's not terrible at all. I think I'm going to give it a C+ with room for improvement. Could be better, could be worse, but just my kind of expectation is it'd be about a C+ bullpen. So overall, this Tigers team is not half bad, especially when you consider all the prospects who are up and coming, going to be contributing very soon. So this rotation that I talked about, it's got B+, A- potential. And the lineup obviously can be a lot better once Spencer is ready. But for now, because I don't think all these prospects are going to be quite ready, and even if they pitch in the major leagues, I don't think they're going to be as good as they will be in 2022. So for now, I'm going to give this Tigers team overall a C. But I do think that they are decent. And I think although it's going to be tough to compete with teams like the Twins and the White Sox in that division, I do think that I wouldn't be too surprised if this team crawls out of the basement in 2021 and finishes in 4th, maybe even 3rd place. I would not be shocked. I think the talent is there, and I think it's an up-and-coming team. Look out for the Tigers in the next few years. I'm going to give this team overall a C. Probably a little too generous to some, but that's how I honestly feel when I look at this team. So you guys have a fantastic day. Let me think what you think. Let me know what you think. Don't let me think what you think. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section, and we'll talk more baseball very soon. We got more previews coming. Look for a preview of the Blue Jays with Ball Cap Sports. Look for a preview of the Nationals with David Knight, bringing guests on the show for some of these last few previews that we got to knock out. And you know there's going to be a Giants preview. I'll do one on my own, and I'll probably do one as well with a guest. So don't miss it. You guys have a fantastic day. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making.